What's going on, everybody? Cartier Silver coming at you again. Got everything all set up. I decided that I'm going to want one of those little humble pours that I just did. So I'm going to do one for myself. And I also am going to do the Endeavor ship that FG Stacker had made for me. I mean, if you're following me, you know what I'm talking about. I got a whole series of ships. So I got one in there and one in there. I'm not sure which one is which right now, but we're going to pour it, and everything's hot. It's in the pot. So let's get this shit done. That must be the big one. Might have to cut off that button. This is going to be the Endeavor. That took a lot of silver. I tried to regulate it out a little bit. I mean, because I know the ones, the humble stacker thing that I just did, you know, a little bit ago, that was running about 2.4, you know, a little less. I mean, that's without being cleaned up. So I kind of averaged that, and I know my big round was like 6.3, 6.8, but these ones are a little bit skinnier. So I figured I threw in about 9, but I think if I cut that button off real quick, I'll be able to do that nice little humble pour. Alright, you tired of waiting? Let's bust that sucker open. Oh, that looks pretty. Let me get her in there. Brush. Yeah. FG was right. Might have to work on this a little bit. I mean, it came out beautiful. Most definitely. I mean, that's a beautiful ship. Get all that yellow stuff off of there so it's nice and shiny. That's the Endeavor. Beautiful. I mean, the front is beautiful. I don't have an issue with that. But the letters are going to be an issue on the back. So I might have to just wipe them off, get rid of it, and stamp it. I'll have to buy, you know, some nice fancy stamping letters. You know, something, maybe a little cursive or something. And I'll put the name in myself. But yeah, that's beautiful. But I need to knock this thing off of here real quick, because I'm going to need this silver to pour the other one. I don't want to go too far into my deep stack. So I'd rather just use this stuff. furnace is cherry hot, so this won't take long. What can I do to tell you in the meantime to keep you occupied? Maybe Uncle Donnie has a story. What do I got for you? I've told you all kinds of different stories. Now, I've told you about, what shit means. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but shit actually means S-H-I-T with a period in between. It goes back to the colonial days when we used to export our fertilizer, manure, back to England because our ground here was so much more fertile. And they found out that all their ships were blowing up. And what it turned out to be was the manure. They would take it and they would dry it out in the fields, and they'd put it in burlap bags, and then they would throw it in the bottom of a ship and send it to England. Come on, get that started. There you go. Well, when dry manure hits water, methane gas starts to escape. So whenever anybody walks into the bottom of a ship, the frickin' thing would blow up. And they had ships blowing up all the time. They didn't know what was going on, if they were attacked, what happened. So apparently somewhere along the lines, somebody must have went down into the bottom of a ship and just had a flicker on their kerosene lamp. And then they finally figured out that, oh, there's a gas in here. So from there on out, they started labeling the manure S-H-I-T, ship high in transit. It's just one of those useless things, I know. I've got a whole head full of knowledge that's basically useless. In case of times like this when I got a freaking dull blade, I need to change this thing out. Come on, baby, come on! You can at least crack off for me. There you go. There. I at least got it cracked. I'll do some cleaning on it. We're going to drop this big ass freaking sprue, which is probably enough to do that whole thing for Humble. Well, no, this one's for me actually. I already did Humbles. But if I'm going to pour two for him, I might as well pour one for myself. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do the same thing with that shovel. Look at that beautiful little thing. God, that's freaking awesome. You know, the rest of it came out good. Endeavor, I'm not really worried about that. I can just wipe that out and just stamp it myself. Get some nice fancy letters. But that's a beautiful little piece right there. Alright, let's throw the rest of this in there. Because I still got some silver in there, just not enough. And this is going to melt extremely fast. Look at it. Ain't gonna take but like maybe 2 minutes. Now, I showed you that before. Oh, she's a little heavy. She's a little heavy. But I showed you the inside of the furnace before and how quick something melts when you drop it in there. I mean, once that thing is cherry hot, it doesn't take nothing for that thing to melt. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Most definitely. What y'all think? Hasn't been cleaned up or nothing. Look at the shine on that thing. Wait till I put that in the tumbler. Get her all cleaned up. Got a little bit messy over here. I don't know what's up with that, but I'll work with it, clean it up, see what happens. If it doesn't meet my approval, I'll just get rid of it and melt it down. A little big to fit in my crucible, but I'll cut it in half. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Alright, we are totally liquid again. See, I told you, it doesn't take long. Once you drop that freaking thing in there, and you already got liquid silver in there, it's like dropping an ice cube into hot water. And she's cherry red up to the top, so. Let's do this one. Get all that stuff out of there. Ow, that's a hot one. Shut this off. Got a bunch of little slag on my table. That'll be going in my little next milking for myself. I save all my little pieces. Don't fall. Trying to get hooked on there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Do the dip. All kinds of little pieces down in here. My little silver shot. Yep, one for me. And I still got a hell of a sprue on there for the next one. Alright, this one, make sure I put it in the water this time. I lost one earlier to the porch. I cut it and it fell down through the crack, and there ain't no way in hell I'm going down there and getting it. There we go. Get that base nice and clean. But this will be the third pour for the Humble Stacker logo with the lighthouse. That'll clean off nice. Pop the sprue off. And now I got myself my own little Humble Stacker. Awesome, awesome. Oh, that was a bubble. I thought it was a hole. That was just a bubble. Humble stacker. So you get better light out here now that the sun's gone down a bit. But yeah, I'll cut that screw off. I'll make this thing pretty. This is 003. Humble, I'm giving you 001 and 002. This is going to be number 3. That's mine. And this is obviously 001. Just might have to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like this. I might have to just redo it. See that? That's not as clean as I want. I mean, that doesn't meet my specifications. I might have to lose this one. Even though she is beautiful. But I have noticed, you know, with the 3D printed pours, you know, they get better as you pour them. I mean, I guess the plastic that is used, you know, it starts to fill in. You know, it gets, you know, because you're using baby powder, you're using the Petrobond or something else, but it starts to fill in. So they get better as they go. So maybe this will be a better pour the next time I do it. Alright, everybody. I'm going to head on out. I'm done for the night. I might do a live later on. Cartier Silver saying, keep on keeping on.